Welcome back, members of the audience, to just a delightful show. One of my favorites, you reap what you sow. And today, there's a case that needs to be cracked by yours truly, Detective McClung, on the case. There are 3 types of people who have clicked on this video today. 1, the hell's going on? I either kind of don't or do know who this guy is, and I'm wondering what's going on. 2, those who are in defense of the man we are talking about. And 3, the man himself, because I know he clicked on this video. I know he did. And to all of you, I have something very clear to say to you. This is a situation in the dark, a feud between multiple people that Jesse, aka Dankyjabo or Dankyjabo, has gotten dragged into because of his own idiotic decisions. I have spoken with Jesse, that is his first name. And through our brief interactions, being 2 people in the commentary YouTube sphere, he was actually quite sweet. But put yourself in my shoes for a second. Let's say you have a brief interaction with another creator, and they're nice to you. And then you will learn that they are not the person that they portray themselves as online. See, I am not a Jesse fan. I don't watch his content. I'm not a big fan of it. I actually, personally, and we'll get to this later, do not like the way he talks about women. Specifically. But there is a time for everything, and now is the time for exposition. The accusations against Dankyjabo, aka Jesse, go as follows. Lying to your audience, using hateful, derogatory speech towards women, silencing those who are against you, and lying to and manipulating your audience, those who hold you as sanctity. Honestly, your audience is literally all you have as a YouTuber. That's it. That's all you have. And to lie to them, to manipulate them, to avoid the truth, maybe not so much lie, but to silence the truth, it might as well be lying. Let's get something straight. Being wrong is no crime. There is nothing you can ever do to somebody who is just wrong. If they mess up, if they were lied to, you don't know. Okay? You cannot cancel somebody, and frankly, I'm not here to cancel somebody. I'm here to get the truth. This video is a rock thrown into a lake that will send ripples out, so that maybe we can actually find the truth. Because man, Jesse is running from it with everything he's got. I think it's good we start with the man named I'm Alex. I released a video about it about 6 months ago, and that's a good time frame to think about. In the past 6 months, Jesse has grown his audience in a very steady pace since then, since that incident. And this incident is the catalyst that starts everything. And I mean everything. I'm Alex, if you don't know, and if you don't want to watch that video, I don't blame you. It was a while ago. I'm Alex was an abuser, confirmed to be an abusive asshole towards Alice, his ex-girlfriend. As far as we can tell, Alice did not deserve this. It was not warranted. He was not in self-defense. It was purely aggressive behavior to his now ex. Well, it turns out over the pond in England, I'm in America if you don't know, I'm Alex was basically the head of the England community of commentary YouTubers. And in that sphere was Dankyjabo, or Jesse. Again, I don't know how to say it. Dankyjabo, Dankyjabo? I don't like, okay, it sounds too British for me. I'm just gonna say Jesse, okay? I don't like it. All right, I'm American. If there's anything American people hate, it's experiencing other cultures. No, I'm kidding. Dankyjabo just so happened to be an editor for I'm Alex, or at least one of his editors at some point in time. You can even tell the blatant mentoring through the exact same thumbnail design. They use the exact same thumbnail design. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just more proof that he mentored him or taught him his ways. This apparently made him feel as though he owed Alex some gratitude. If you ask me, that sounds like you're willingly let somebody manipulate you, but that might just be me. Oh, you gave me my career, but you're going to exploit me for something because of it? Yes, because you owe me. Every woman in Hollywood ever. But apparently, and still now, Jesse followed and still follows I'm Alex on Instagram. This is important because one of Alice's friends decided to reach out to him and ask why, if it was an accident, if he meant to unfollow him, or if he just didn't know what was going on, which was unlikely and is still unlikely and is very impossible now. Instead of many options, handling this in stride, ignoring it, confirming that it was just a mistake. No, he responded like so. Is there any reason you still follow and work for an abusive piece of shit? They're talking about Alex, and there's nobody else they could be talking about. I'm so sorry, mate. I'm not doing an accent. I'm not, you can't know. I'm sorry, mate. I'll unfollow the annoying orange right now. So you defend abusers. I'm Alex, and work for them. And that means they said it there. That means you can't ignore it. That means, yeah, maybe they could have meant something else. Maybe they could have meant the annoying orange. I don't know. I wasn't there. Maybe the annoying orange was an abusive prick. I wasn't part of the show. I don't know. But the response will baffle you. I would never defend or support the annoying orange. He gaslights all the fruit in the kitchen. How dare you accuse me of such a thing? Let's just, in good faith, which there is none here needed to show you what's going on, but let's just say in good faith he was, instead of saying the annoying orange, saying I'm Alex. Then this wouldn't be so bad. But he didn't do that. What he did is he made a joke out of a woman's abuse and also the person who he knew and worked with, and he ignored that and instead made a joke out of this. This pissed off a lot of people. I was literally live streaming the other day when people started talking about this. Check out my Twitch. Go check. Out of the small amount of people who watch my stream on average, talked about this. And that means that this is starting to spread. And Jesse is just ignoring it harder. So that's why I'm making the video. Because I'm done with allowing him to ignore something that he probably did. And that he's probably still doing. This isn't a problem on the surface, okay? He's being a dickhead, a doofus, even kind of a, you know, intolerable, cringe bastard, but that's fine, that's your right. The problem is that he makes almost only content, almost entirely, almost exclusively on content about either women being abused or abusive women. Like that's, if you scroll down in the past 6 months, that's it. And the problem isn't that he's making this content. The problem is he's making this content, and then this is how he actually treats a case that he is involved with, involving the abuse of a woman. Do you not see the problem there? I mean, I'm sure you see the problem. That's why you're ignoring it and suppressing anybody who talks about it, like other YouTubers who are in that sphere and who are hearing about it through people like Cataclysm, who is the only person who I've seen make a video about this, okay? Or a stream, which was actually kind of smart. But in this stream, Cataclysm talks, and I don't know if that's how you pronounce it correctly, but Cataclysm was approached by Jessie not too long ago. I think it was also about 5 to 6 months ago when she was approached by Jessie, and Jessie wanted to talk with her, okay? They made similar content, they had similar sub counts, this is her words. And so he asked to call her, which if you ask me, calling people has a stigma around it for a reason. You can just text people, man. If there's no reason to call, like if it's not urgent or anything, there shouldn't be any reason. But according to Cataclysm, there was some kind of air of superiority complex while they were talking. For lack of a better term, he mansplained how to be a better YouTuber to Cataclysm for like 2.5 hours. And then, at the end of those 2 hours, apparently Cataclysm jumped on the opportunity to ask him why he said the annoying orange bullshit, into which he hung up, ran away, and unfollowed her. And later, from a couple weeks to a couple months after that, they had a text conversation that I would just love to, I'd love to talk about. Bro, I'm trying to be fair here. Do I have to do the act? Guys, do I really? But I don't wanna. Can we call real quick? I know why you wanna call. You don't want it to be in text message so that she can't screenshot it, so that she can't prove to the world that you might not do as you preach. You sly bastard. You thought you could just hide around being kind of a quirky, weird dude. You know, somebody you might just call because they don't like the text. No. You don't want the chance of there being receipts out there. That's even more weird. That's even worse. Oh my God. That's even worse, dude. You can't just... I'm glad I pieced that together, because I don't think anybody's made that point yet. Yeah, Detective Louis McClung, baby. Right now I can't, but I'll text you. Okay, oh good. Yeah, my bad for not responding. I just genuinely got caught up. But to be honest, recently I've found it kind of just want to do YouTube for myself and stay away from a lot of the drama side of things. You're a drama YouTuber. What the fuck are you talking about? To be honest, I only unfollowed because I noticed you unfollowed me. I thought that was fair enough from you. According to Cataclysm, she hadn't unfollowed him. I don't know if she has now, but apparently back then she hadn't. Hold on. If you're a drama YouTuber, or a commentary YouTuber, which is basically just a better drama YouTuber, no shade, but a better drama YouTuber, that means that you want to not be part of the drama, you just want to talk about it and make money. Got it. Yeah, my issue is I don't really see it as drama because my initial problem with you wasn't drama based. It was about defending my friend who was abused by your friend. So he's basically a middleman in this situation and could have easily avoided all this by not saying anything. Honestly. And I don't think that would have been a good thing because we now know the kind of person he kind of might be. Again, I'm not trying to cancel this guy. I'm not trying to expose him as the worst guy ever. Obviously, I'm Alex's worse. I'm just saying that you could have easily avoided all this just by not doing that annoying orange bullshit. Not having this stance or opinion, because it's so easy to denounce an abuser. That's fair. I did something that annoyed you, and I thought it was weird someone who I don't know was trying to almost police what I do with my social media. So we both did something that rubbed the other the wrong way. I don't think she was policing. When I hear policing, what I think about is, get on the ground! Put your hands up! I don't think she was doing, she wasn't doing that. What she was doing was asking you questions. She literally hadn't told you to do anything. She just wanted to know why you were being the kind of person you were. And for you to be so defensive means you know you did something wrong. Police, bro, I was trying to tell you that the screenshot of the annoying orange stuff, is you blatantly mocking abuse. And you came to me, out of all people who have which you clearly had, been on my channel, you'd realize I've been abused too. I'm sorry you've been through that, Katie. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. It's not my place, okay? As somebody who hasn't been abused in a relationship, I will not comment on that. But what I will comment on is that, yeah, that's a little stupid of you. You know, to come to somebody and be like, I know how to YouTube better than you. You should ask me questions and we should like call and stuff. Honestly, it sounds like he was trying to like flirt. I don't know. I don't want to assume or presume. He might have been But again, how can you be a commentary YouTuber who talks about abuse, like solely, almost entirely about abusive situations and then mock abuse? I just don't. Just make different content. Honestly, that might be what my main point is. Just make different content, dude. I know they might not get as much attention, okay? But if you can't handle the conversation of abuse with some class and decency and some kind of nuance, then you shouldn't be allowed to do it. The reason that these topics do well is because they are interesting and intricate and require nuance. They require an ability to understand it and put yourself in the shoes of the people who suffer and the people who do it. And if you can't do that, you know, when somebody approaches you, you can't even just ignore them. You just make stupid jokes mocking the gaslighting and abuse of a random woman who you might have known or might have not known. Either way, it's fucking weird. I think he did know her. That's the worst part, okay? That's the dumbest part. Right, well, there's no hard feelings on my end. I'm just gonna put an end to this because it's making me uncomfy. Uncomfy? Really? How about you put yourself in the shoes of somebody who's been abused? Pretty sure that'll be pretty uncomfy, actually. Ah, God, you couldn't have said uncomfortable? Sorry. That's petty of me. It is, really. Deleting all the messages, too. Oh, that's how you fucked up there, buddy. Oh, that was stupid. Saying that and doing that, we have images here of proof that he started deleting messages so that it was harder to read and whatever. Oh, that hurts my head. Okay, I don't understand how you can act this way. And then literally type out, yeah, I'm gonna delete this now, mate.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna delete all these now.
I'm gonna stop doing that. I actually didn't want to do it, but now it's growing on me, okay? But you deleting the messages means you understand that people seeing this would ruin your reputation. People seeing this would understand that maybe you don't deserve to be talking about these situations. You have no right, some would say. But there are a bunch of clips from his actual literal videos, past or new, that he says just some fucking weird things in. Like this one from Madagascar 2, I think. Sorry, I never saw that one. I just watched 1 and 3 because those movies are infinitely better.
Speaking of whoring out, Gloria from Madagascar is an annoying whore, whose lines consist only of men and ogling men and having sex with men.
Oh my God, you can't just suppress your hate for women for 1 second? You can't do that. Hold on. So let me get this straight. Being a woman and then thinking about only men, let's say there is somebody who does that, makes you a whore? Huh? Who made that decision? Hey, who made that rule? Hey, who made that rule? Who made that like a normal thing that we all agree with? Oh, that's right, nobody did. That's just a weird fucking thing to say. Or maybe this one about Lola Bunny. Just hold on. Just wait till the end of the clip. Just wait, just give it a second.
Her design is interesting to look at and is animated very impressively in the original Space Jam, especially for the time. And whilst her character at its core is a simple love interest, at least she had a character. In the god-awful sequel, she looks like shit. And I'm not talking about her tits being smaller. I mean, her design as a whole is horrendously ugly and boring to look at.
Her what? Ah! Oh, God! Sorry, I had to, get that out. You understand. Why must you feel as though you have to make these remarks, okay? I don't understand. why you feel you need to say this, okay? And these are all, I think, pre him becoming a drama commentary YouTuber, and I think these videos have since been deleted because, ooh, now 100,000 plus people are gonna see you say this stuff? Can't have that. That's not good. But more recently, do you know what he said?
Mannerisms, he's so sassy. To all the girls watching this who like sassy men, if this doesn't get your beef curtains in a twist, then I don't know what will.
So, I've been informed that that phrase is a derogatory one rooted in racism and misogyny. I don't know if he knows that, but the only way you would hear this phrase is apparently through pornography or adult media or anything sexualizing women. Because I, personally, haven't actually heard that terminology ever, okay? I have never heard those words used to describe female genitalia, and apparently that was the point. What? Dude, you can't... You are indirectly and directly showing us the kind of person you are, okay? So now you know everything there really is to know about this situation. It is not so black and white, but there is so much censorship going on. There is an unbelievable amount of it going on. People like Cataclysm talked about it in their videos, specifically because she was somebody who was censored by him. But if you want to hear about that, definitely go watch the live stream that she still has posted to this day because, you know, she still very much stands by this information, as do I. But it's important to know that he also censors in different ways. Like, for instance, apparently at the start of one of his videos, he said to his audience to comment down below as if he had done something terrible because Cataclysm had just released in stories on her Instagram about what he was saying and what he was doing. So to cover it up, he would censor those like Cataclysm who were actually talking about what he was actually doing, and then he would just ignore anything else that seemed like it would actually call him out because everybody else was just following what he asked them to do, which is borderline manipulative and honestly insane. To the point that that is my main issue. If you proudly wore this on your chest, okay? If you were like, yeah, I'm still friends with Alex, yeah, you know what? And that's my choice, you guys can hate me for that. If you did that, I would actually still have a little bit of respect for you. But the fact that you're running away from all of it, acting like you get to do this stuff and hide from it, even though you did it. You made all these decisions. You don't have to be friends with an abuser, but you chose to do so, and you want to hide it from your fans so that they don't know the kind of person you are? Dude, just be truthful. Like, for instance, he made an Onision video, okay, that got taken down, flagged, or whatever, and it basically almost took down his channel in his own words. Not to flex, but could never be me. Mine's still up. It's one of my biggest videos ever, you know? I don't mean to flex too hard, man. But in the wake of this, he, one, reposted the video, and two, to support him for working on reposting this video and whatnot, he made a Patreon, okay, so that people who wanted to support him in the wake of this minor devastation could. And this would also grant you access to a members-only Discord channel where you could talk with him and all of his other fans and whatnot about him and nothing but him. Whatever, right? But then Cataclysm released her video, and people started talking, and a lot of them started asking him questions about the situation. And you know what he did? He fucking deleted it all. Dude, I gotta get out of I gotta get the fuck out of here. Honestly, if I made a Patreon, I'd probably be like, what's the minimum you can do? Like a cent? Is that something you can do? When people start asking you questions and your first response is to be like, get rid of it all. I can't handle this. I can't handle this policing and drama. Dude, if your audience, the only thing that makes you who you are on the internet, says, hey man, I don't mean to be a jackass, but why are you being a jackass? And your first response is, shut up, you can't ask me questions, I'm deleting it all. You're gonna ruin my career. You don't deserve to have that career if you can't handle the stuff you cover in real life with some amount of class and nuance. See, because what you lack is nuance. Being wrong is the quickest path to being right. Admitting your wrongs is the quickest path back to being a good person. Righting your wrongs, confessing your wrongs, being true to the people who support you and give you a job and a rent and a career, okay? That is what gives you anything, everything. And all you have to do is be truthful. Like, honestly, if you said this, nobody else would have to say it. But you're avoiding it. You're running away from it. So this is my proposition to you, you nuance-lacking goblin. Come on my show. Come on here. I will interview you unbiasedly. I will ask you questions. That is what I will do, okay? I'm offering you this proposition. I will interview you. If you feel as though you have no avenue for clearing your name, if there is really a way to clear your name, because you really need to clear this up. Your audience, above all, deserves the truth from you. Until you clarify whether or not you support an abuser, while also covering almost entirely abusive content, I am sending you directly straight into the fiery, burning layers of loser hell. You will stay there until you confess to what you have done. Your audience deserves an apology, dear. Suffer. Okay, let me break the theatrics for a second. Let me be Lewis McClung here for a second, okay? Not Detective Lewis. Do you know what it feels like to see all of these commentary YouTubers dropping like flies? It worries me. Because, personally, I don't have any skeletons in my closet. I've had a very boring life, okay? I've been a straight edge kid. I've been I was in one musical. I didn't have many friends. I kind of just watched shows, stayed inside, and didn't shower enough as a child. I was a very cloistered individual. Like, I didn't do anything, okay? But that kind of makes me the perfect YouTuber in a way, even though my life kind of sucked and I suffered with a lot of depression because of it. But somehow I still worry that I'm going to be involved with some person and they're going to turn out to be terrible. I only wish what he has brought on himself, okay, his own decisions. I don't want him to be canceled. I don't want him to lose a job. I don't want him to be thrown off the face of the earth or sent into a pit or whatever. What I want is for him to tell his audience the truth and stop lying to them. That's simply what I want. Audience member, my beautiful audience members, those who I cherish more than any earthly possession I have, because without you, I would have nothing. But I worry for you that you will become hateful, weary, because of all of these creators who are being terrible. Jesse, he's bad, but he's not the biggest villain, okay? He's kind of just a kid who's being really dumb and lying and knowingly lying and silencing people, and that's the biggest issue, okay? I worry for you because I want you to know that it's not your fault, okay? Even though that's a crazy thing to say. It's not your fault. It's not you who latches onto creators and then those creators turn into terrible people. It's not your fault. And I'm not saying you should see it happen and feel nothing, okay? It's only human to grow attached to the content you watch and then feeling terribly when you entrust it into somebody and then they fuck it. They fucked it. Oh, yeah. Just know that it's not you, okay? It's all on them. It's all on them. But thank you so much for watching. Oh my God, I really appreciate your time. And if you out there are a fan of Jesse, just know that I do feel for you, okay? And I understand if you're mad at me. And I understand if you're feeling terrible about this situation. You want to take anger out on people. I don't mind, okay? If you want to be mad at somebody, it's fine. It doesn't bother me, all right? If you feel terrible about the situation, if you're angry at me, if you're angry at the situation, I understand. I won't take it personally, okay? And whatever you were doing, whether it was art, crocheting, drawing, painting, doing something with your hands or your mind beautifully, whatever it was, it looks amazing. I don't care if it's not finished yet. It will be. You will finish it, and it looks great. And don't forget to take care of yourself, shower, make your bed, clean your room, whatever you got to do to make yourself feel better, okay? You deserve it. This video is brought to you by this stellar member. You are amazing. You're beautiful. You really make the wheels turn around here, okay? All of you do, but you in particular today. Thank you so much. And that's it. That's a wrap on the first big video of the year. Yeah, that's right. It's the new year, and I got 300,000 subscribers. My goal this year, and I know it's a lofty one, is to reach 1 million subscribers. Who knows? Who knows? I set my goal for 100,000 last year, and I blew it out of the water. So let's do it again, baby. Hell yeah. All right? I know it's a crazy goal, but I'm a crazy man, so who cares, right? Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to have an amazing, beautiful year with all of you. Later.